What happens when royal marriages dissolve in the public eye? Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, has faced intense scrutiny over the treatment of his wives, particularly in light of numerous high-profile allegations. These controversies have raised several pressing questions. How does a powerful leader handle marital discord? What are the implications for the wives and children involved? How do these personal battles reflect on a global stage? In recent years, Sheikh Mohammed's private life has spilled into the public domain, with legal battles and personal grievances playing out in courts and the media. His estranged wife, Princess Haya, sought refuge in the UK, triggering a sensational legal clash over custody and protection. Allegations of forced abductions, surveillance, and restrictive measures imposed on other family members have further tarnished his image. The repercussions of these actions have reverberated internationally, prompting debates about human rights and the balance of power within royal families. As the world watches these events unfold, the complexities of Sheikh Mohammed's personal life reveal a darker side of royal privilege and control. This overview delves into the multifaceted issues surrounding Sheikh Mohammed's treatment of his wives, exploring the legal, social, and personal dimensions of these high-stakes marital disputes. Now let's talk about the numerous public allegations and legal battles that have drawn widespread attention to Sheikh Mohammed's private life. The public allegations and legal battles surrounding Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai, have captivated global attention, spotlighting the complex intersection of power, privacy, and human rights. The most notable case involves Princess Haya bint Hussein, his estranged wife, who fled to the UK in 2019 with their 2 children. She sought protection, citing fears for her safety after uncovering disturbing details about the fate of Sheikh Mohammed's other daughters, Sheikha Shamsa and Sheikha Latifa, who had previously attempted to escape Dubai and were reportedly forcibly returned. The UK High Court's subsequent rulings in 2020 and 2021 found that Sheikh Mohammed had orchestrated campaigns of intimidation and fear against Princess Haya. The court acknowledged that he had authorized the abductions of his daughters, reinforcing the narrative of a leader exerting authoritarian control over his family. How does this ruling impact public perception of Sheikh Mohammed's leadership? What are the legal and diplomatic implications of a foreign court condemning the actions of a ruling head of state? Sheikh Mohammed has consistently denied these allegations, framing them as part of a broader personal and political smear campaign. However, the legal battles have not only impacted his familial relationships, but also drawn significant international condemnation, challenging his carefully curated public persona and raising critical discussions about the treatment of women in the UAE. Moving on, the issue of physical isolation has been highlighted, where some reports suggest his wives were confined and their movements restricted. Physical isolation, as alleged in reports concerning Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum's treatment of his wives, involves confining them to their residences or restricting their movements. This form of punishment extends beyond mere confinement, often depriving individuals of social interaction, freedom of movement, and access to resources. It can manifest as a means of exerting control, instilling fear, or punishing perceived transgressions. The psychological impact of physical isolation is profound, leading to feelings of loneliness, helplessness, and disempowerment. Additionally, it can exacerbate existing power imbalances within the marital relationship, further marginalizing the affected individuals. The practice of physical isolation not only violates fundamental human rights, but also perpetuates cycles of abuse and control. In cases where allegations of physical isolation arise, it is essential to investigate thoroughly, ensure the safety and well-being of the individuals involved, and hold perpetrators accountable for their actions. Additionally, the separation and divorce proceedings involving Sheikh Mohammed and his wives have revealed the intricate and often troubling dynamics within his household. The separation and divorce proceedings between Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum and Princess Haya bint Hussein have been unprecedented in their public visibility and legal complexity. Princess Haya, the daughter of King Hussein of Jordan, married Sheikh Mohammed in 2004, becoming one of his multiple wives. Their relationship soured dramatically, culminating in her dramatic departure from Dubai in 2019, accompanied by their 2 children. The subsequent divorce proceedings unfolded in the UK's Family Division of the High Court, marking one of the most high-profile cases involving a Middle Eastern royal. Princess Haya sought not only a divorce but also custody of their children, fearing for their safety should they be forced to return to Dubai. The court battles revealed a deep rift, with accusations of infidelity, threats, and financial manipulation surfacing. In December 2021, the court awarded Princess Haya a record-breaking settlement of £554 million, emphasizing the extraordinary nature of the case. This settlement was intended to cover the needs of Princess Haya and their children, ensuring their security and lifestyle. The decision underscored the profound personal and legal implications of their separation, highlighting the intense scrutiny and high stakes involved when royal marriages collapse. Let's delve into how financial constraints have reportedly been used as a tool of control, limiting the financial independence of his wives. Reports have suggested that Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum imposes financial constraints on his wives, exerting control over their access to resources and financial independence. Such constraints may include limiting their ability to manage their own finances, controlling their access to funds, or restricting their participation in economic activities. By exerting control over financial matters, individuals may feel trapped or dependent, making it difficult for them to assert their autonomy or make decisions that are in their best interests. Financial constraints can exacerbate existing power dynamics within relationships, further marginalizing individuals and limiting their options for seeking help or leaving abusive situations. Addressing financial constraints requires not only providing avenues for financial empowerment, but also challenging systems of oppression that perpetuate unequal distribution of resources and power within households and communities. Furthermore, travel restrictions and meticulous surveillance have played significant roles in maintaining control and monitoring the activities of family members. The imposition of travel restrictions and surveillance on Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum's family members has been a significant element of the broader controversies surrounding his treatment of his wives and children. These measures, often shrouded in secrecy, became starkly visible through the cases of Princess Haya and his daughters, Sheikha Shamsa and Sheikha Latifa. Princess Haya revealed that her movements and communications were meticulously monitored, contributing to her sense of vulnerability and fear. In court, she described how surveillance was used to intimidate and control her behavior and decisions. The situations of Sheikha Shamsa and Sheikha Latifa further highlight the severity of these measures. Sheikha Shamsa was allegedly abducted in the UK in 2000 after attempting to escape, while Sheikha Latifa's dramatic capture in 2018 from a yacht off the Indian coast underscored the extent of the travel restrictions and surveillance imposed by Sheikh Mohammed. Both incidents drew significant international condemnation and raised serious human rights concerns. How do these revelations impact international relations with Dubai? What steps can be taken to protect vulnerable individuals in such situations? These issues have led to international repercussions and extensive media coverage, bringing global scrutiny to Sheikh Mohammed's actions. The international repercussions and media coverage surrounding the allegations against Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum have been extensive and damaging to his global reputation. The high-profile nature of the cases involving his daughters, Sheikha Shamsa and Sheikha Latifa, as well as his estranged wife, Princess Haya, has attracted widespread media attention, placing a spotlight on the human rights practices within Dubai's ruling family. Media outlets across the world have covered these stories extensively, highlighting the dramatic and often troubling details of abductions, forced returns, and coercion. Reports have included testimonies, secret recordings, and legal documents that paint a picture of a leader willing to use his power to suppress dissent within his own family. This coverage has not only tarnished Sheikh Mohammed's carefully cultivated image as a modernizing ruler, but also sparked global debates about human rights and the treatment of women in the UAE. Internationally, organizations such as Human Rights Watch and Amnesty International have condemned the actions of Sheikh Mohammed, calling for accountability and the release of Sheikha Latifa and Sheikha Shamsa. The United Nations has also intervened, urging investigations into their cases. Lastly, allegations of abuse have surfaced, painting a stark picture of the environment within Sheikh Mohammed's family and raising serious human rights concerns. Allegations of abuse surrounding Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum have surfaced, painting a troubling picture of the treatment of his wives. These allegations span both physical and emotional abuse, indicating a pattern of coercive control and manipulation within his household. Physical abuse may include acts of violence, such as hitting or assaulting, while emotional abuse encompasses behaviors like intimidation, humiliation, and isolation. Such allegations highlight the prevalence of gender-based violence and the systemic barriers that prevent survivors from seeking help or speaking out. Moreover, the power dynamics inherent in such relationships can exacerbate the vulnerability of victims, making it difficult for them to assert their rights or access support services. Addressing allegations of abuse requires a multifaceted approach, including legal, social, and cultural interventions that prioritize the safety and well-being of survivors. That's all for today's video. I hope you will find the video interesting and informative. If you have any question, let us know in comment section. For more informative videos like this, click that bell icon and subscribe our channel, which will give us sweet motivation. Thank you for watching our video. See you in the next video.